Go exactly to plan with our little girl, as you are about to see. Yep. Hello, Ayana. Do you want to say hi to everybody out there?
Hi everybody, I'm probably awake because I wasn't really tired. I got a lot of work to do, so I'm gonna not really sleep for a bit late. So I'm gonna stay a bit more longer.
Yeah, that's right. That's what she's doing. She's going to stay a little bit more longer, isn't it? Because you weren't tired enough, isn't it?
Yeah, because I need to do more work.
Because you need to do more work. She's got lots of work to do. What work do you have to do?
Every people need to say you need to do that and that and that.
Yeah.
Everything needs to do with it because it's so important that I learn how to draw. Otherwise, I wouldn't learn how to draw and I can't draw properly.
Yeah, it's important that you need to stay up so you can practice drawing. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That's correct. Okay. All right then. Well, we're going to say bye-bye to you. You can do your drawing around. If you want to come and say hello and have some tea later, you're welcome. Hello, everybody out there. Yes, this did not go according to plan.
Oh la la.
But there you go. That's the way it is. How you all doing out there on a Wednesday? Let us know where you are watching from and what you are drinking. Aya, if you're going to stay up and you're going to stay up... Hey. Okay, so you need to be quiet a little bit, okay?
Pas trop fort, hein?
Okay, you promised. Okay, so what normally is a chaotic tea session has now just become even more chaotic. It's become a chaotic tea parenting session.
If you want to log out now, welcome to...
Welcome to leave us right now. But hey, she finds that funny.
Good.
All right, so let us know where you are drinking from and what you are drinking. Welcome everybody to an impromptu live show, although we're doing them now pretty much every week.
Every Wednesday.
We're going to see what we can do every Wednesday.
I was like, earlier going, why are we doing this every Wednesday? But then I thought it is nice to have tea, at least like a proper tea session once a week, because otherwise it doesn't really happen.
Precisely, and you're going to hear howling over there. Aya, remember, you can't disturb us too much, okay? Okay. So from Matt is in Honolulu drinking Snow Phoenix. We've got people watching from. Where's the? This has changed. They've changed the.
What?
We've got people writing in from Poland. Malaysia, yes. Let's hope Ayana doesn't say anything too incriminating about us live. That's true. Hi from Australia, from Key Largo.
Ooh.
Lots of people out there. We've got 115 people who've just rocked up. Well done. Thank you very much. So hello everybody. Let us know what you're drinking and what your day has been like wherever you are.
Hopefully some sunshine.
Yes,
involved.
unlike London.
We've had some sunshine. It's
London
just sunshine, rain. Sunshine, rain. Now it's sunshine.
Exactly.
So you know,
It's good.
It's great.
Every time you go out, it rains. Every time you go in, it's sunshine. It's like it's like amazing. Hi from France, from Germany, from Hamburg. Another one from Germany. From I was going to say from Sheeping Cereal. No, that's a tea.
But that would be a cool place.
Sheeping is a place. That's why it's sort of confusing me. I thought, wow, somebody from actual Sheeping. Now we've got another disturbance. Hi, Mishkin.
Hi, Mishkin.
So what we're going to do today is we are going to be sampling these 5 PuErhs that have just come in from 2 different scouts in China. So for those of you who don't know how we operate, we source as direct to origin as possible. And that means us going to the various locations, but we can't go to every single mountain village. And so we have a deep network of scouts that are in these villages that taste lots of teas, do their first round of sort of tasting and sampling and select their favorite that they send off to us, and then I taste them. And then we do our blind tasting of those, and then we find our shortlist, and then we keep going and keep going until we reach our winners that make it to the Mayleaf shelf.
Yeah. I feel like they know kind of what you look for nowadays.
The scouts, yes. The scouts that we've worked with, especially the ones we've worked with for a long time, they definitely do know my taste buds by now. But I also like to encourage them to also just give me what they like,
us some
because
weird
I don't
stuff.
want it. Otherwise, it starts to become homogenized.
Exactly.
You know, they think, oh, Don
No,
would
but
like
we,
this.
we tend to not want to reorder too much of the same thing. We do want new stuff.
Yeah.
So they do notice if we're
yeah,
like...
they always know that I get excited when it's something different, something new. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, we've got really good relationships with them. These are two scouts that we've worked with a lot. But having said that, you know, when it comes to PuErh, it's a little bit more like the shortlisting process is going to be a little bit, how to say this? There are lots of different factories out there producing lots of different teas.
True.
And this is one of the case that, you know, it's the tasting notes of a PuErh, it's quite a subtle thing as to whether or not you love it or hate it.
Yes, true.
So I think out of all of the tea types, we tend to get the broadest range from our scouts.
That's true.
From stuff that we love to stuff that we think, no, right? So, but these are two scouts that know us well, and I know that their sources are really good, and I know that these teas are, you know, going to be great teas. I don't know anything about them. I've got it written on a Word document, which I can access later. So this is blind tasting. We're just going to call them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, can I just say though, we don't ever, I never get a shoe from these, I don't know who it is actually, but, oh, that's good, okay, trust those guys. Sorry, but we never get bad stuff, we never go like, ugh, that's
No,
gross.
it's never like gross, like terrible stuff.
Like, you know, badly fermented or something, it's always like good
No,
fermentation.
we're in for a treat. We're in for a treat for sure.
It's just that sometimes it can be a bit on the mediocre side. It's not like exciting.
I think what
Maybe
I
that's
mean.
what it
I think
is.
what I mean is with PuErh, the flavor profiles. There are some flavor profiles that some people may love and other people may dislike more than any other tea. It's like it is very particular,
It's true.
and so we tend to get a broader array.
I want to do a poo.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Streaming. I need to do a poo. That is the. You weren't expecting to hear that tonight, were you? I love it. This is what live streams are about, right? A true glimpse into the home of who you are following. Oh my God. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know anything about these teas apart from that they're going to be good quality PuErh. Let's see what they're like. Hopefully, we'll find, you know, a ball pit tycoon or an after party enchanter. All that poo talk about PuErh. It was the digestive qualities of PuErh just instantly
not
hit.
only when you drink it.
Yeah, she's
also when you talk about it.
I can smell
That's
some
how strong
PuErh.
it is.
Okay. All right. Have you got your tasting
Taste
acumen
buds ready? Yeah, I'm ready.
going? You ready to roll?
Ready to roll.
Ready to roll. We'll answer some questions later. She wants to be part of the Poo Boys crew. I'm sure that she's an honorary member.
She's in,
She's
right?
in. We'll make sure she's
Maybe
in.
we'll double check. Yeah.
Hello, everybody out there. Hi, you brew kombucha. Nice to see you. Yes, Joshua. That's why she couldn't sleep. Maybe needed to do a poo. That's always she's got the PuErh now. So for those of you just joining us, the reason why we're talking about poo is not just because we're drinking PuErh, but also our little girl Ayana is still awake, despite us making every effort for her to go to sleep. She's decided she's now awake and she's on the toilet. Okay. We've got our array of white guy ones here. I've got I always like to pick out different ones. So we've got Pinnacle Tea.
Okay.
For those of you who don't follow along with these, every year we release at least 1 or 2 of these. Can you see me? Yes, you can. So this is Pinnacle Tea of these guy ones. This is Stellar Tea, the spaceman coming out of the guy one. That one is True Tea. This one is Gong Fu Forever, the infinity symbol. And one of the originals. Originals, Keep Tea Gangster, one of the originals. Those of you who are collecting, we're working on some new ones. Okay,
Yeah.
You are working on some new ones, aren't you?
Sure.
I don't want to make promises that I can't keep. No, we're thinking.
It will happen.
Yeah, we've got lots to do with cakes, so bear with us. But there will be some other designs coming out.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, let's start with one.
I just really want to smell it.
Let's do this properly. Oops.
Right.
Okay, go.
Thank you.
Number one, focus, son. We want to be really giving these a good assessment.
Oh, this has
For everybody out there.
the fig biscuit from Fig Dipper. What's it called?
Yeah, fig dipper.
With a bit of horlick.
Yeah.
But then there's a bit of it's like you're having horlick at a farm.
With a campfire.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a
campfire.
burnt note, which I'm not against, but there's a little bit of a
Yeah,
campfire note to it.
it's like a place that doesn't have many animals, but do a lot of like
very specific.
curing, or like there's a lot of wood burning going on. And
There's wood
switching
burning
off.
going on.
Switching off.
Yeah, switch
Going
off
off.
the fire,
Yeah.
switch off the campfire. Raisins, figs, dried figs. It's nice.
Yeah, it smells nice.
It's nice.
It smells nice.
It's of the fruitier territory.
Yeah.
Okay, number two.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, fig
Okay.
dipper. That was a whole saga behind fig dipper.
Oh, way more syrupy this one.
For those of you who weren't involved in Mayleaf around the time of fig dipper, that was a PuErh
Oh,
that
salted
came out.
caramel.
Wait,
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
telling a story.
I'm sorry.
It's a PuErh that came out that customs stopped and destroyed for the most ridiculous, unbelievably bureaucratic reasons. If you want me to
that
get
was
into
such a
it,
bad-
let me know. I can tell you the whole situation. Okay, now
That
go.
was-
Salted
that was-
caramel.
Were you talking about the fig dipper
Yeah.
situation?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah. Hashtag free the tea.
Distressing.
Yeah, that was an annoying,
That
first
was-
of many annoying customs.
It was just that was the realization of okay, customs do not care about people and their food. Coming back,
So-
salted caramel, cherry, and I can't remember the other one.
I'm still getting some dried figs. I'm still getting some campfire. So I think this is from the same scout. Vanilla ice cream as well. This one's got more vanilla. It's got more caramel for sure. I like that. I prefer the smell of that one to that one, and it's got a little bit of liniment as well. Ooh, this is different. This is smoother. This is less of the fruits, more of the slight minerals. A pinch of wodoy, so that a little bit, tiny bit in the fishy notes. So okay. So Papa Schlumpf. I will tell the story a bit later. It's kind of a funny story actually. And yeah, there's a bit of funk in there, but I think it will rinse out. This one here, oh, okay. Aha. When Celine smells this one, she's gonna go nuts. Big leaf, smaller leaf. Yeah, we should actually show you these. Oh, and I should then go back to the original camera, the better camera, I think. Really, really, really milky, really creamy. I'm whispering because I want her to be blind on that one. That one smells banging. Like proper vanilla ice cream. So you missed that one, smell that one?
Okay. Super sweet that one though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's more in the ice cream arena.
That one? Maybe. I
Oh,
can't remember
maybe
what I
I
said
had a
about
whiff of
that.
that one.
No, wait, don't
Anyway,
do
this
at a
one has more of a Five Phoenix vibe.
Five
And by
Phoenix.
that I mean like a bit more in the woods.
Yeah, less
of the
fruity.
sweet
Less fruity.
fruitiness. But nice, like clean smell.
Oh, I said it had wodoy. Okay.
What's
Yeah,
that?
the fermented smell.
Ooh. Okay, that smells like some kind of like salted caramel ice cream.
You said that about that one, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, that one had also salted caramel.
No, but
in
this
it.
one, yeah, more.
There's something really sweet about it. That's like
Yeah, it is. It's very sweet.
chocolate, like some kind of melted milk chocolate or something. Oh, I like the smell of that one.
Okay.
Both of those I'm very
These
much
two
into.
are currently your faves.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Smell that one while I rinse them.
Oh, what is that?
Mommy.
It's like a cherry sweet, like no, like those cherry. Why do I keep coming up with that note? It's like that's the only note I know. Cough syrups.
Cherry cough syrup.
Yeah.
I do get a lot of Bordeaux from that though. I get a lot of that one
so good.
is moving into the fishy territory for me.
This one?
Yeah.
No, not for me.
Really?
That's
You don't
like-
get any
no.
Bordeaux there?
Mommy
Wow.
and Daddy.
Oh, c'est très bien, Yana. Ça
Well
fait le
done.
gâteau.
Yeah,
Super.
this is the sea.
Ah oui, je vois ça. Super, merci.
All right,
Yana.
let's see how they smell with the wet leaf. Number one, here you go.
Merci.
So Miranda's still got an entire cake of milk float nomads. That's pretty impressive.
I'm
And it's
shocked
still
by
my
this
favorite
one.
besides After Party Enchanter and Fig Dipper. Well, they're all good. I think After Party Enchanter has got like a classic territory, but I think that has, what I mean by that, it's got like a real like strong reputation behind it. It's one of the favorites of all time, PuErh's After Party Enchanter. But I actually think Ball Pit Tycoon has matched it, if not
Ah,
beaten
I mean,
it. Beaten it, you know,
Ball
in my
Pit
opinion.
Tycoon
Yeah.
shocked me at how good it
It's
was.
so good. It's
That
so
was
so
one
good.
of those moments. That smells lovely, but it's kind of weird the taste, the smelling notes I'm getting. I'm getting like white bread, which is not my kind of bread. White bread
Yeah, I know what you
with
mean.
like soaked in, okay, white bread with like a spread of
Margarine.
salted pecan jam or something. Margarine.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
anyway.
a bit like
And then
it's got
dunked.
something else.
And then dunked into milk. You know, it's
Yeah.
got a weird,
Yeah.
like,
It's got
milky
more
ferment
minerals. It's got
thing.
more minerals, I think, than you're talking about. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's, let's call it a enriched bread, very mineral
Yes.
enriched bread.
I
This
don't
one-
mind it though. Sorry.
This one is
Oopsies.
lighter than that one. It's a little bit more gentle on the nose. This one's a bit in your face.
Sorry, that's that one.
Okay.
What did you get from that one?
I just found it a bit lighter. I find it
Yeah, I
actually quite
found that a bit
similar profile, but a bit lighter.
You're right. 100%.
This one has got a little bit of concrete now. It's got a bit of cement concrete in there,
Oh,
which I actually really
proper,
like. So I kind of
yes.
split up PuErh's a little bit into. There are ones that are more fruity. There are ones that are more there are fruity, really fruity flavor notes. There are very creamy, caramelly flavor notes, and then there are very minerally, slaty, concretey flavor notes, and then I would say antique wood. Those are the sort of four,
Yeah.
and they can sort of mix in various
Yeah.
different levels. That for me has got a lot more of the minerality coming through.
Yeah, and the concrete mix with aged wood, you know, it has that mix in between,
Yeah.
which I actually really like because I find it very memory reactive, you know.
Okay, this was the one that was very creamy.
Oh, I love that one.
I knew you would. I knew you would. That one currently has the highest
That's like,
amount of expectation pinning on it.
it's like
how's everybody doing out
dolce
there?
de leche mixed in with some delicious, something very sweet and yummy.
Yeah, well, Dolce Delicious is very sweet and yummy. Yes.
Condensed milk.
Rice
It's definitely very
this.
condensed.
You want what?
I want to rice this.
You want to smell this one? Smell this one. Tell everybody what you smell. Smell that one.
It's kind of cherry and some peanut butter.
Cherry and
Oh,
peanut butter.
that's a good test.
Have
And
another.
also pineapple. All mixed together.
Okay. And what about this one? This one's different.
Cherry and
More cherries?
strawberries.
Oh, it has actually got some really actually that one's got shocked me a little bit. That one.
It's
Is
got
that
some.
cherry cough syrup thing going on again?
It's kind of cherries with.
Sorry, should I move again?
It's kind of cherries and. It's kind of strawberries and cherries.
Strawberries
and
and
pineapple.
so basically the same. Are you saying it smells the same?
Does it smell the same?
No, it's actually strawberry peanut butter with some.
Oh, that had
Peanut
peanut
butter.
butter. Okay, okay,
Put
that's
some
true.
juice with orange juice and mix it up together.
Peanut butter and orange juice, and you mix it up together.
Wow.
Wow, what a mad mix!
Cool.
You
That's
can see she's got the the food imagination going on.
Sorry if I'm a bit close. I'm just conscious about Instagram, but
Yeah, well,
maybe I should just.
no,
forget
it's fine. It's just that you leaning on me. I
Yeah,
couldn't brew. Okay.
Taking a proper.
All right. So we're gonna brew these up completely differently.
Ooh, that's dark.
In other words, they're all getting slightly different brewing times. But with PuErh, I'm less fussed, really. I'll work out whether or not it's a lovely tea or not. Ow, ow, ow.
Yeah, I'll do it. No?
Yep, go for it. All right,
So,
here we go. Tea number 1, and we're going to get a little cup for you, Ayana, even though caffeine's probably the worst thing in the world that you can have right now.
no, yeah. Let's not do that to ourselves. Yeah?
Okay, so tea number 1. Let's see. Now we've
The
got to think about
makeup-
whether or not this is going to be something good or not.
Cheers, guys.
It's whatever.
I'm not keen.
No, but it's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's just there's a bitterness that starts. That's the first thing I don't like about
Yeah.
it. It starts with a bitterness. The flavor is fine. It's just, it's very much like I'm in a cellar with some planks of wood,
Yeah.
maybe hanging out with one apple, and that's about it. That's how it's not very full dimensional. It's fine.
So apparently we're not live on Instagram, even though we should be. So,
Get
whatever.
in.
Fail there, but that's okay.
I can
then. Yeah.
relax
Yeah.
and make space.
Sorry, I missed out everything like that you said. What did you say?
It's not very interesting.
It's not very interesting.
Yeah.
No, it's very bland.
Yeah.
I mean,
very
bland is
simple.
it's very sort of straightforward and simple.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
Like you said, it's clean. It's got a lot of antique woods. I'm getting some raisins.
Yeah.
I'm getting, a little bit of in the finish, a little bit of the caramelly
Yeah.
sweetness, but the finish is a bit
Short.
like a dead weight.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like it's kind of
true.
it hits hard.
It's
like,
more. Yeah.
You know how like dead weight is
Yeah.
more powerful in
Yeah.
a way than hitting.
Yeah.
It's just like it thuds on your tongue,
Yeah.
and then
but,
you're like,
But if you did get it,
oh
No.
no, you're not putting sparkly nail varnish on
please,
now.
ma chérie, s'il te plaît, ne pas le maquillage. Fais quelque chose de plus calme, ok?
You need to do something calm. You promised me you'd be
Oh,
good if I
la, la.
let you stay up. Okay?
The wires are flying all over the place. Okay. So I was saying, yeah, but if you did get it in a tea house,
Yeah.
you would think that's a good quality raw pu'er, ripe pu'er.
Yeah.
It's a good quality
Yeah.
one.
It's good. It's good. It's fine, but it's
but
not.
it's
It's
just-
not something we would select.
I wouldn't buy it afterwards. Put it that way.
No. Okay. This one.
Hang on. Okay.
So the story of Fig Dipper, while we're drinking this tea, was that we ordered it. We ordered the cakes, and they were coming by ship. And on the invoice and on the packing list, we wrote, the tea and the harmonization code. So it was all declared. But there's a third document, which is the bill of lading, which is just like a
my
document
gosh,
that the ship
yeah.
has, and it said teaware on it. It didn't say tea. And so customs stopped it and basically held it on the basis that we were not declaring what was on the shipment. But I said, no, it's on the packing list. It's on the invoice. It just wasn't on the bill of lading. Sorry, our guys over there messed up. They just wrote teaware because it was tea and teaware. And they held it, and we were appealing, and there was a hashtag free the tea going around, and I was writing to them. In the end, I received a letter saying that received a decision that they were going to destroy it, and then I received a letter after we wrote to them saying that we need to appeal. They said, okay, we'll accept your appeal. We'll go through the appeal process. And then afterwards, they sent me a letter like a couple of weeks later saying, you have won the appeal. And we were like, yes, we did it. It's like, we agree. It's not something that, you did not try to hide anything, fair enough. However, we've destroyed your tea already because it was a food, and therefore we have a policy to destroy it after 14 days.
Yeah.
A ripe PuErh, after 14 days, they destroyed the whole lot of it. It was absolutely like devastating. It was like, so we won, but we lost, basically.
It's like, damn.
Yes,
we battled it through.
That's not winning.
We destroyed it. So what's the point of us doing all that then?
Yeah, fun. Anyway, so we managed to go back and find the original batch and get some more pressed up. So they did reimburse us for the cost of the tea. Or a percentage. It was quite a high percentage of the cost of the tea. So we didn't really lose much money, but we lost a hell of a lot of tea.
Yeah, it was just the depressing nature of you just destroyed something.
Yeah, you just
so
destroyed,
delicious.
like after all our work, you just destroyed it. And we didn't know at the time if we could get more of it. So for us, it was like devastating because her artwork, the tea, everything destroyed on the basis that one word was missed out on the bill of lading.
It's just like,
it was
where's
just,
the common
come
sense?
on,
Like, what?
people. Like, that's just ridiculous, Yeah, it was emotionally damaging. You're right, annoying customer. I love your name. It was, unless you're annoying to me. It was annoying. It was time consuming. It was emotional. It was frustrating. It was just a big sap of energy. And then to get that letter, it was like a kick in the teeth to say, you've won the appeal. We agree, but we destroyed it anyway.
How rude.
It was harsh.
Serious.
Okay, so now number 3. This is number 3 now.
So first of all, this one was very minerally compared to the other one.
I prefer this one though.
Yeah, I did prefer this one too. And now we're on this one.
I think that this one has a more aged taste. This one has more of a classic. It's like it's got a more classic sort of taste to it for me.
Do you mean in the flavor profile?
I mean in the flavor profile, but also the character in the mouth just feels more aged.
I think I'll have to try it again. I can't say I agree.
Hello everybody who's joining us. Someone used to be is joining us for the first time. Yeah.
That's going to confuse anyone that's trying to listen to you.
Yeah, ZZ. Yes, it was devastating. All the work that goes into making a tea, and all the time and energy, and they destroy it on the basis of like that technicality, which was ridiculous. Biggest loss we've ever made on tea? What's the biggest loss we've made on tea? We have purchased teas. We have certainly, I will say, we have purchased teas, batches of teas. It doesn't happen regularly. In fact, I can name it like on maybe 3 times in the past 20 years. Yeah. We've purchased a batch of tea. I've tasted it and I've said, no. Yeah. This is not the same as the sample, but the supplier has basically said, no, it is, and I can't release it. Because we just basically just like put it in the back room and then like give it to whoever wants it and throw it away. That's basically what happens. All right, this one here.
This one, it's got a bit more
lively.
vavavoom.
Yeah, it's got a bit more vibrancy, a bit more vivacious.
It's got a bit of like the syrupy notes of a nice ripe PuErh.
Yeah, it flips around a bit.
But a
it's
little fruity.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's got sweetness. It's got antique woods.
Yeah.
It's got a nice little hum on the tongue.
Yeah.
It's got a hum tongue.
It's like it's
humming
salsas
tongue.
or something. Yeah. A humming tongue.
Like it's got this buzzy, fuzzy feeling on the tongue.
Yeah.
Which is sweet.
Yeah, very sweet.
It's like I feel like I've dipped the front of my tongue in like maple syrup. You know, and I've just held it in there.
Wow, yeah.
You know, and not actually done this to taste it, but just left it in there.
And that's how your tongue feels.
And I feel this vague sweet hum on my tongue. Right.
Very specific, more specific than my last smelling note.
So in terms of preference, I would say it's going like this.
Yeah.
So far, this is number one.
Yeah.
So this is what we actually do when we're doing sampling. We move them up and down in terms of preference. Who's winning? It's like a little horse race.
Yeah, you come first. Yeah.
All right. So number 3, the caramel bomb. I expect good things. Here we go. Oh, it's very good. Oh. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
I like that one.
What I was not expecting was a little blackcurrant tang in
Yeah,
it. A little
true. Me
blackcurrant
neither.
chew tang. So yes,
But
James. Yeah, go on.
But the first note is very like buttery.
Cream, yeah.
Cream and butter. It slides
That one is
and then becomes a bit blackcurrant. It's true. Sorry. What were you saying?
blackcurrant. Yeah, blackcurrant chews.
Yeah, blackcurrant chews.
Blackcurrant chews. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
not the
taffy,
proper-
creamy
yeah.
blackcurrant chews.
Yeah.
With like cream and caramel. That is like a combo of like Bling Rock Kingpin and Milk Float Nomad mash up.
Yeah.
So yes, James, these are samples that have been sent to us that we are considering.
That is yum. That should go.
This one is
Yeah.
up here. So we're doing a good job. We got a good arc.
But we tend to like keep brewing to see how
Yeah,
far
of
they
course.
go as well.
This is only the beginning.
of course, that-
Peeps.
yeah,
Can you
got-
pour that away or
gotta
drink
know.
it? Okay, so yeah, we will do multiple infusions, especially with a pour like this.
Oh man, I'm really liking the feeling in the mouth as well.
Not
It's like-
bad, man.
It's like fudgy all around.
Yeah,
Ah,
that one is great.
a nice little blackcurrant. Yes, very good note.
Okay,
Cheers.
cheers everyone. Tea number 5. Definitely younger. Whoa, definitely younger.
Way younger.
But still, you can tell that is a specialty in terms of it's got like it's got again a real interesting combination of fruits, woods, and creams
Yeah.
together.
This is interesting because
Berry, very berry-like.
it's got more minerality, but with the creaminess of that one. So I'm a bit confused because I'm like, I feel like it's like in two worlds, and I'm like shifting between the worlds. Am I by the sea? Am I by what would be the creamy one?
In a
Bakery.
bakery.
Yeah. But
It's nice. It's got a really good taste. It's got a lovely upfront brightness to it. Brightness.
yeah, I think it's the on the sides of the mouth that's kind of not bothering me, but
no,
it's
no,
a bit
no. You're
more
right.
like
You're right. Then suddenly it goes,
yeah.
and you go, oh, you're a little young'un.
You're a little young.
You're a little
yeah, it's
young'un.
true.
It's like, you know.
It's a bit bitey.
It's a bit, yeah, a little ankle nipper.
It's like lovely, but then they do a little thing that you're
Yeah,
like,
and so you're like, oh, shouldn't have done that. So this one goes, I would say, around down here so far. All right,
Mademoiselle, qu'est-ce que tu fais?
let's go. Second round.
T'en veux un peu, Ayana? Tu veux goûter?
I have loaded these guy
A little
ones.
bit, huh?
Loaded.
Yeah, I like how you loaded them because you know
Go on, have some caffeine, girl. Why not? Make our life even more interesting.
let's just all not sleep tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do that. All right, we're going to do these 3 first because I felt like we were doing a disservice to the other ones, leaving them for too long.
It's true. I
Bit of a
want to go back to the
disservice.
first and second because I honestly feel like I don't remember them very well.
No, I mean disservice to these ones because we were drinking through these and these were getting a bit cold and
Oh,
cloudy.
that's true.
Cloudy cold.
Might be even better.
Might be even better. You're loving this kettle. Yes, it's a good kettle, the Brewista. It's worth checking out, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so Trite has just had a mouthful of PuErh leaves. Anything?
What do you mean?
I guess maybe
Did you put it in
Somehow
your mouth? Did you
drinking it.
ferment it and then
I
salad
guess
it?
when he drinks it, he had some dregs and it went in his mouth.
Oh.
What's the most like?
Not great.
Yeah. What's the worst experience you've had while having a session? Like in terms of a taste, that's pretty bad.
That I mean.
We talked about bong water last
Yeah,
time.
last
Imagine
time.
sometimes like I picked up old tea. You know, tea that I thought was fresh,
Yeah.
and I'm like, ugh, it's been
Yeah.
sitting for the whole day. That's not cool
True.
either.
But the worst is when you have a seemingly meant to be very good tea and then you taste it
Oh,
and
yeah.
you hate it.
Yeah.
Like that's the worst
That's always
because you're like,
disappointing. These are all good teas. I'm very happy. Scouts get you know the pat on the back.
oh, it's kind
Welcome X Silver Fern X. I'm not very good at reading handle names, as you'll figure out. Oh, wrong one.
You're better than me. I was like, takes so
First time
long.
I've caught a live. I love your shop and your channel. Thank you so much for your education and tea hyping. Hype, hype, hype. And tea has added so much to my life. Glad to hear it. It always gives us so much pleasure when we read how tea has transformed people's lives, and if we can be a part of that, then that's great. This is nice. Second infusion.
Listen, first you go, oh, and then you go,
And then
no,
thud.
just no.
Was that loud? No, I won't do it
It's
again.
weird, isn't it? Because it's actually a decent tea. It's just
Yeah.
I'm not getting on
Okay,
with
so
it.
this is definitely out, right?
It's out for
This
me.
is out of the running to becoming Mayleaf's next top
top.
model.
Next top.
Okay, so let's
Oh,
clear it.
I mean it's
It's a
bit
good
rude.
tea. It's
Yeah,
a good tea.
bit rude.
Someone will win all of these so that they can taste these samples.
Okay.
So get ready for the question, which I don't know what it is. Okay. So,
What's happened? This has become strange. It has
How?
become almost lemony.
oh, threw up dried fish. That's a gross tasting note. Yeah, lemony.
Hot. That's
Lemony.
That's awful tasting. Yeah, it's like
Lemon flavoring.
yes.
Yeah.
And it's like become really thin. It's like become really thin. Do you not feel like it's just
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
texture? That's bizarre.
I think that you're being a bit cruel to it, but I know what
Am
you
I?
mean. It's a bit thin. It's a bit thin, it's a bit light, but I still think it's got a very aged character to the taste.
Mademoiselle,
Are you making tea now?
Yeah.
Okay, you can make some tea.
can you get another gallon?
Can you get a guy one? You can make some
Can
tea.
you get some drink?
Get some drink. Ayana, you know, when I say we need to work, clearly this does not look like work. She's like, are you kidding
She's
me?
like, you do this all the time. This is just your basic
Yeah.
situation.
You're having a great time.
Okay, tea number 3.
Attention à ton nez, attention.
Currently higher up than the others, and on this tasting, absolutely right. So this one is out as well. Second one's out, right?
Yes.
We'll cover them. These are both out of the running. They will not be selected for sure.
Some juice for me.
Okay, look. Yeah.
Okay, so this one is one of those PuErh teas that is difficult for me because it has got a lot going on. It's got a lot of antique woods. It's got a lot of like those sort of mahoganies and rosewood sort of taste. And it's got a lot of sweetness, resinous, almost, dare I say it, oud-like. But it's got that resinous, slight herbaceous, like thyme notes. I like it a lot, a lot.
Oh, you on which one?
Number 3.
Okay.
However, I will say however after she drinks because I don't want to influence her.
Oh. See, for me, that tastes aged. Like
Yeah.
that tastes more like cellars, and I love that. I love that taste.
Yeah.
It's just what is up? But I feel like the second round they've lost a certain creaminess about them that they had in the first round. If that makes sense.
Right. So, however, was exactly that. The finish. It doesn't have any physicality.
Yeah.
It's like empty of physicality.
but less empty than that one
Okay.
for me.
But it's got an emptiness. Not in the taste. The taste is buzzing and happening
Yes.
and is a party in my mouth. But the finish is like just too clean, you know?
Yeah.
It's just too like, oh, is that how we're... It's like you've gone out, you've had a really good night with somebody. You've
Yeah.
like partied the whole night. You've had an amazing time. You had a great time. And then they're like, you know, and then you're sort of walking home and they go, oh, that's my bus. Bye. And they go on the bus. You're like, oh. You know, it doesn't feel like, oh.
Has that happened to you?
You know that feeling?
Yeah.
And you're like,
I
oh,
do that.
bye. Oh. And suddenly it's like, oh, night's over. You know, it has that kind of feeling.
I
to
feel
it.
like I do that.
Smell of the empty cup is okay. Sorry.
Chisels.
That's still in the running to be Mayleaf's next PuErh, but I think it's unlikely because of that short ending. You could equate it to lots of things, that short ending, right?
You're thinking about something scary.
Like when it's just like the build up and then
Yeah. Yeah.
that feeling. It's like, oh, but it's not bad. It wasn't bad. It's just it ended a bit quickly.
We haven't tried that one, right?
We haven't tried that one or that one.
Okay, cool. Because I was
Okay.
suddenly
I
like,
think it's now
was it that one? No. Huh?
I want to get a chopstick.
Chopsticks. Why do you need
You've got
chopsticks?
chopsticks in your drawer. Not
Yeah,
thank
but
you.
I'm doing both. So
What work are you doing now?
But don't think about
Don't
it,
think
Karen.
about scary things. Don't think about scary things. Why are you thinking about scary things? What scary things
So
are you
many
thinking
beautiful
about?
things outside.
I'm thinking about a bat who's got long wings.
A bat with long wings. So imagine that bat has got a really funny clown nose on
Or maybe
and has got like
a
bells,
tiara.
bells tangling off its feet, and it's making noise when it flies.
And it has a red dress.
And it has a red dress and lipstick on. Okay,
In cool one.
right. Tea
it
number
still scary?
4
Is it still scary?
and tea number 5, and it has a silly voice that goes.
That would be funny.
Would it be more scary?
Yeah, it's
Possibly.
like, Sandy.
So it's like, what is this freaky bat wearing a dress? All right, number 4, tea number 4.
Don't push her, yeah. Thank you.
Don't push the table. Do not.
Can you imagine the whole thing falls down?
Yeah.
Can you get my drink?
So let's see some bad teas. Yeah, it is scary. I know I screwed up. The worst tea for us was a cheap tea from eBay that claimed to be a long drink. I didn't notice it was moldy when I brewed when I brewed the tea and last cup. I'm ignoring the tea bag tea in this consideration. Fair enough. Now even I'm scared of the bat. I've just made the bat like a proper nightmare. What other terrible tea experiences have you had? The tea has brought back a suppressed trauma. Thank you for that. I appreciate the insinuation. Let's see. First time I tried Gong for Chov with some medium quality tea, I didn't realize how much I'd been missing out. So that's a good experience. There you go.
Well, I suppose they want it thick, and I'm like, yeah.
They want it thick. Okay, so number 4.
Damn.
Number 4.
Right.
Chirping clown bats. So that we've got the bat. We've done a bat already. We've done a bat.
Yeah, we've done a bat
done,
with Julian coming out.
Canopy flasher.
Canopy flash.
Canopy flasher.
Ow!
Okay, here we go.
Okay, I like this, but
This scary bat now is in my head. This bat
Yeah,
with
that's
like
what I'm thinking about.
lipstick
This
and a
is-
red dress. Hanging with you can hear the bells, the bells.
oh my goodness.
Oh, anyway.
Why am I stuck to you? Every time I come, it's like you're a magnet.
What do you think of that tea? You downed it.
I was still thinking about the bat. Can I have some more, please?
Yeah, here. Do a spider. Spider would be a good.
There's some beautiful spiders.
Yeah, we've got to go
spiders
through
out
that
there.
list.
Yeah.
That was last week's list.
Has it been 2 weeks in a row? That
Yeah,
I
we
chosen?
haven't chosen a winner 2 weeks in a row. We will choose the winners. We will do it. We'll probably do them all like in one go, like 4 weeks. So yes, let's answer some questions, I guess. Any new oolongs coming to Mayleaf? Yes, there are some new oolongs coming to Mayleaf. Probably in the next couple of weeks, I would say. Some new done songs. So question, I noticed a recommendation. Axolotl. So question, I noticed a recommendation for a cold brew on the Bamboo Saber Pack. How much leaf should I put in the bottle for a cold brew?
Depends on the tea.
how big the bottle, I guess. But if you're doing like a big bottle of mineral
Bamboo
water,
Saber, okay.
you would have like a good, and the same amount that you would brew for Gong Fu brewing for like 150 ml.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, so maybe 6-7 grams. I would brew it hot first, have a couple of steeps, and then put those leaves into the open leaves into the cold water, because brewing from dry leaf is going to take a long time.
I'm going to put my 2 cents in there.
Do the 2 cents, do the
actually-
5 cents.
Actually, what I do is I just rinse it once
Yeah,
and then put it in.
you can rinse it.
And then you've got, it does infuse well, and you do get some nice, fresh.
Fair enough.
flavors.
But hit it with hot water beforehand.
Yeah.
All right, so what thoughts on this tea?
Rinse it with the right temp water, obviously, not cold water.
No, I know, I'm just saying.
Oh.
I'm saying have a couple of brews. You're saying just rinse it,
Yeah,
but hot water,
yeah.
whatever.
Because I think you miss some of the high notes otherwise.
Tell me about this tea.
This tea is
Oh
it's
no!
frustrating.
Look. Oh look, it's moving backwards.
Yeah, it's not as exciting as the smell. I
It
think
is
that's
a
what it
letdown.
is.
It is the definition of a
I'm
letdown.
starting to wonder if we're just being really harsh, but I had to just remember that
No, this is
sometimes
this
that's
is
what
you gotta do.
happens.
This is what you got to do.
You get a bit disappointed, but that's okay.
It's a bit flat.
It's a bit flat.
Any chance of a cat tea pet being restocked? Not the same one, but maybe a different one at some point. We're working on other tea pets. Go on. Yeah, go on.
What? Did I say something?
I cut you off.
Did you?
Okay, well, anyway,
Forgot.
this tea has lost its caramel.
Yes.
And in so
think
doing,
that's
it
what's
has lost
disappointing.
its whole purpose in life. Because it is,
only
that's
purpose.
what it is. It's a caramelly PuErh. It's a
it still
creamy caramel.
smells.
It smells beautiful.
Smells like
Beautiful.
really caramelly.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Do you remember that?
Beautiful.
There used to be an advert. There used to be this brand that would sell turkey, cheap turkey meat, and it would have this guy and go, "Oh, that's beautiful. That turkey's beautiful." You don't remember
No, I
that?
don't remember
It's
that.
beautiful.
I do.
No? Anybody out
maybe-
there? Who's with me? I can't
Anybody.
remember what it was, but
Anybody.
anybody in the UK?
Anybody.
All right. So no to this one,
It's
right?
moved down, right down.
Well, the lid is on. It's no longer in the running.
You see how it goes? It's like it went right up there. No.
No.
Second infusion, and
No.
maybe third infusion to be like, oh, okay. Probably not though. Never
Okay.
really goes back up, does it?
Tea number 5, the youngster.
Oh. It tastes less young now,
Yeah.
actually. It tastes a bit more rounded, like it's suddenly realized something. Of like,
Bernard Matthews. Beautiful. Thank you.
ah,
Thank you. I feel calmer now. Sleeping cat tea pet. A little bundle. I like that
I
idea.
like that
Little-
idea.
Yeah, nice
yeah,
one.
yeah, good one.
We've got that logged.
Juice.
You want some juice? No sugar now. So we can have some water with your osmanthus flowers.
I know. Oui, non, Moumou, mais plus de sucre maintenant.
No
I'm
more.
not eating juice. I'm just putting juice in my tea.
And what are you going to do after you put your juice in your tea? Are you going to drink it? Are you going to drink it?
Yeah.
Well, then you're getting sugar, aren't you?
Yeah.
So that's not good.
No, I'm not gonna drink it.
Then you're going to waste it, and that's not good either.
That's true. That'd be
Both,
waste.
both are no good.
You can put another tea in it if you want.
Put some water in. Anyway.
Choisis un autre thé là-dedans.
I want to put water.
Oh, okay.
Bah,
Well
choisis un
then,
autre thé,
that's
alors.
it. So talk to me about number 5.
It's gonna work.
Ok, listen, Naila. Une fraise.
Look here. Look at this. Look here. Come here. Right now. Come
Je mets
here.
une fraise dedans.
Come here. Look at that. See that? See that? There are people. There are 155 people. 155 people are watching us talking to you about putting juice with osmanthus flowers. Do you think they're interested in that? No, they're probably not, are they? So, do you think you could do something without the juice?
I want strawberries.
Yeah, that did not help. I want
can have
strawberries. All right, I will tell you about this tea. This tea has youth. It's still a good. It's a great tea. It's got lots of again that blackcurranty berry note. It's got a lot of berry note. It's got a lot of roundness at the start. Someone hit their head. It's got a lot of roundness. You okay? And but it's also, you can taste its youth. You can taste that it's young. You can taste that it's got a little bit of wodoy and a little bit of a hardness or a harshness or something that's not quite luxurious. Now, this is the kind of tea that you could press up, and I reckon in about 4 to 5 years, that is going to be rounded out beautifully. And this is one of the things that we talk about with ripe PuErh, like how much does the age affect the quality of the tea in comparison with raw PuErh, which obviously changes dramatically over time. with ripe PuErh, there is quite a dramatic change, especially in the first 7 or 8 years of its life. So I'm going to predict that this is probably only about two or 3 years old, and so I reckon after about 7 or 8 years, then the changes are slower. It takes longer. But during those first 7 or 8 years, what happens is it rounds out. Everything rounds out. The spikiness gets sort of rounded out, shaved off, gets sort of sculpted a little bit, so you get more of a softer quality to it. There's a deepening that happens as well. There's a certain diluteness that comes from younger leaves, almost like the leaves haven't sort of fully concentrated. So I think that the decision here is buy it, but then release it in 5 years, or say no now. And that is probably the answer to that question. So right now, we've only got one tea that is remaining, even though they're all high quality teas. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I just banged my head, that's all.
You banged your head, okay.
On the end of the fridge.
Et là, tu vas faire quelque chose ici, d'accord?
Okay. Right, but we'll see how she feels about it. So the lid is still currently half off. Right, so let me know if you've got any questions out there. Some of you may enjoy the chaotic sessions, others may be feeling a little bit distracted, but let me know your questions, anything you would like to know, and I will do my best to answer them. Questions. Are there any worth trying PuErhs besides from the Chinese ones? Are you talking about ripe tea? So we've got a ripe tea from Japan, which is called Koji Plum, which I really love. I think it's got a lot of character.
Oh, yeah, that was very interesting. Actually.
It's interesting because, you know, with Japanese teas, you tend to get, with Japanese ripe teas, you tend to get a very strong flavor and a very gentle finish, a clean finish. But I think it works very well with the character of the tea. So I like that one. But then, of course, you've got other, you know, ripe teas from other areas or other countries. But I wouldn't rate them too much. And I don't rate other Japanese ripes either that much. What city is our store in? We're in London. London town, London ting. But we ship around the world.
Can we have more of this tea, by the way?
So how are you feeling about that tea? Tell me about it.
I want to get to know it more. You know,
Okay,
it's not
fine.
an instant love, but
Right.
it's like the smell really did it. The taste is still there. Like it's
Okay.
still very interesting to me.
Choco, yes, we have ordered some more woozy fruitcake baskets, but they're not going to be coming for at least a month and a half, because we're going to put them on a boat.
That's good to
Because
know.
I don't want to do airfare or like, you know,
Yeah.
air miles unless it's really necessary,
Yeah.
or I feel like I need to get the tea out.
Sam's gonna be happy. He was trying to get a basket,
Yeah, so we are getting some.
and it was out.
You're going to have to fill.
Oh, sorry.
Just
And
stare.
so, I like this. I'm interested. Yeah.
So these three out.
That's how I feel.
Well filled. So these three out, these two still in the running. Yes?
Yes.
Good. Any other questions out there? Any other questions? I got to remember to look there and not down here. Next time what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the computer sort of just here, so it sort of
Yeah,
It's gonna-
because we want to kind of see what you guys are saying, and then it looks really antisocial.
people say they like the chaos with Aya, so maybe we'll have to keep her up every Wednesday. Stay up.
I can't. No, guys. Like it's great in some ways, but I also feel like my mind is in
No,
two,
I know you're
in,
just
in two
constantly being
places.
distracted. Yeah, so if we appear distracted, it's not just because we're trying to deal with tasting tea, reading chats, but we've also got the distraction
And she's
of
great. Like she's
a
fine.
beautiful child.
She's lovely. It's just my brain over like splitting in two halves. It's just my fault.
It's not your fault. Would you recommend aging Malcha? Yes, I think it's great to age Malcha. It's a very different. It ages differently to in a cake form, but I think it is great. X Silver Fernex says, I love the resiny incense cedar notes in the original flower crane. Any recommendations for something similar? Cedar notes for flower crane. Simple Dreams 2, maybe not quite cedary.
Cedar notes.
Some of the raw
interesting.
PuErhs, I think,
Yeah,
have a
that's what I was
cedar
thinking.
quality to them.
But,
You might want to check out some of the raw PuErhs. Go and read some flavor notes.
did Luminary? I feel like Luminary has changed quite
Yeah.
a bit, and I feel like maybe.
Maybe Luminary Misfit, but check them out. See what you think. Also, we do have a new flower crane, like of that series coming. I can't recall if it's cedary or not. Possibly. Or I would also check out some black teas, to be honest with you,
true.
because white tea and black tea are very similar. So maybe look at like
I was gonna say Wildwood Black.
yeah, but we don't have wildwood anymore. That's what I was going to say, wildwood black as well. And I was going to say bizarrely aged Denhong, but we don't have that anymore.
Woozy had a bit of that.
Yeah,
going
but it's a
on.
bit extreme.
Yeah, it's a bit more extreme than that. Yeah, it's true.
A lot of other teas are quite chocolatey right now rather than cedary.
What about in the
Maybe a Keeman.
Down Power area, or maybe not?
Basically, we're recommending all teas. I would go look at some raw PuErhs, look at some black tea tasting notes from Yunnan.
Yeah.
Some of the names escape me. And Simple Dreams too. That's what I would look at. Will you be making a wood and red resin Gong Fu Cha Pan? I'm not sure. We're doing another round of the blues, and then we'll see what happens next. Any more clay cups, pots on the way? Yes, there's always new clay pots and not cups that I can recall, but pots on the way.
You know what, Don?
Yes. Do you want to switch?
Whilst I'm doing like right PuErh tasting, can we taste one of our right PuErh?
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's
Right,
go
what-
do
what do you-
kickback.
Ooh,
Let's do
yeah.
kickback.
Kickback
Look, I think it's over there.
Oh, nice.
Let's do kickback.
Should I choose
That's
a-
true. It's a good way to
Yeah, I kind of
choose a
wanna-
chen shui. Choose a chen shui.
Gentle.
Feather Maiden, yeah. I mean, obviously, if I'm assuming you've tried the other iterations of Flower Crane, Feather Maiden, and Peony Chirps. So,
Maybe this one.
but if you haven't, then
This is
that would be the
quality.
obvious place to start. Yeah,
Did we use that one last time?
can't recall. Doesn't matter. We'll use that one.
Yeah, maybe that one.
So, taste this one again.
Thank you very much.
And because I had sort of made a decision about that one. I had, but anyway, you taste it. Any other questions out there? Are you working on any unique tasting teas? We're always working on unique tasting teas, Matt. We're trying. We've got a new tea that we're working on. Not really like Playground Rendezvous, because that was last year's Christmas
Yeah.
tea.
That was an unusual one.
Tea cookies. We used to make tea cookies for the tea house.
Yeah.
But they tend to go bad quite
very
quickly.
Yeah. It's true. But I should maybe try some new stuff because it's true there's not much there. Not that I can keep up with
It's
the
just,
limited amount we've got already.
No, but we've got good stuff. At the moment, we've got like these
Not halva.
Nut
We call it not
halvas.
halva, but it's basically,
basically
like lots of
amazing
nuts,
ground up nuts and
maple
dried
syrup.
fruits and syrup, and it's like
That's it.
compacted, and
It's
it's
like
just super simple and super
super
right
yummy.
with tea. It just works
Yeah,
with tea.
yeah.
It's great. And we've
So
got the
good.
sesame one, and
Sesame,
we've
which
got,
I need to do.
and we've got the,
And
pecan one, which is like
yeah.
pecan jujube.
Yeah.
If you've been to the tea house, you've probably tried them, but if you haven't, then we can help you salivate. It was pecan jujube,
Pecan jujube.
dates,
Dates, yes. And walnuts.
and walnuts, and then there's another one which is sesame, black sesame,
Black sesame, dates again.
dates, and what's the fruit?
Walnut and prunes.
Prunes. But anyway, they really work well. And then we've got some like little indulgent like flapjacky things as well.
Yeah.
But yes, tea biscuits are good. They tend to go a little bit bitter after a while.
Yeah.
What would you pair? What would you
It's
pair
really
these ripe teas with? Ripe teas work with almost anything. Really,
Yeah, I
it's like
agree.
it's the ultimate sort of combo food. But
It's
I mean, it works
great.
very well with desserts, I think,
Yeah.
or very sort of.
Even with savory.
But I know, and with I was going to say, and with sort of quite heavy, greasy. Like I love it with like curry, you know.
Oh,
Like
true.
with curry.
Necessary with curry, actually. Because it just helps you to digest so much better. It's like all the oils get broken down.
Yeah. Playground Rendezvous is available, as far as I'm aware. Yes.
Thank you. Oh, sorry. That was close.
All right. So we went out for lunch today. My brother is in town, and him and his girlfriend. We went out with him and his girlfriend and my mother. We all went out to a pub in London and had a pub lunch. They're fresh off the plane from Thailand, and so they needed some British pub food. So we went. They've already had fish and chips, curry, and a pub lunch, all within the space of less than 24 hours.
Yeah,
but, you know, that's the way you do it.
Wow. They're doing it.
And so we've had, you know, it was nice. The meal was nice. What do you think?
Yeah, it was nice.
It was nice.
It was nice. It
Nothing
just,
blow your head off, but
I
it was
think
nice.
It was a bit pricey for what it was.
Yeah,
but it was nice.
That's life. Everything's a
Nowadays, we feel like everything is
pricey for what it is pretty much the standard note that you write under all restaurants.
Yeah.
But it was pretty good. I mean, the flavors were all there. It was, you know, the dishes were all pretty complete in terms of their flavor, the palate. It just wasn't particularly exciting.
Exactly.
It was a bit like, okay, fine.
Can you check if that's enough or should
Never enough.
Oh my golly gosh.
So we're going to have some kickback champ just to finish off this session. But have you made a decision about this tea?
I feel like I need to revise. I would take it as a need to try again.
Okay.
You know, on another day, because I feel like that's what it's good. It's good to do.
And I would tick that one as well.
Yeah.
As being possible. So these two are possibles.
Yeah.
I think that it's unlikely for both of them, to be honest.
Me too.
I think they just scraped in. So unless they have an amazing session at the next session, then they're probably not going to make it. So I think it's most likely that we've got 5 that get across by its name, but we're going to give these two an extra taste.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they're going to make it. But anyway, have a smell of...
I'd love to see how they hand make Yixing pots, a potential video idea for you. I don't remember highlighting that, but yes, thank you. I know. If we get over there, we will try to film it for sure.
It's the second time I almost sneeze. You know when it's just right there and you're like, come on, just get out because it's annoying.
Look into the light. It does something. It either stops it or makes you sneeze. Everyone has berated me because for me, when I look at light, I feel like it stops it.
Yeah,
everyone
I think
says,
it stops it.
Everyone says, no. It makes it come out. I don't know.
It's not doing it, man. You smell the kickback so I can... Please?
Oh, hello. Hello, old friend.
Yeah, see? Lovely smell. It's just like
Concrete
the
and
other
cream.
two where you're like, oh.
It's cream, it's concrete, it's fruit, all in one. Okay, give it a rinse.
Ice cream. Like, I always get this...
Yeah.
It's like the Yorkie ice cream. I was going to say Italian milk. No, it's more Yorkie ice cream. Okay.
I have a Yixing Zesha for my sheng. What's your go-to for show? We tend to go to Zhenshui or Zesha or Zhenshui or Zerni Zesha or Nixing. Those tend to be our 3. But Zhenshui tends to be picked up the most, I have to say.
Yeah, it's like instant, like, okay, I want to taste you.
Okay.
No, but serious though, isn't it? It's like,
it's got like a little chocolate flake in that ice cream now.
Ooh.
A little chocolate note happening that I wasn't picking up before.
Very comforting smell. Yeah, that chocolate, little bit of Stella, but not too much.
Yeah.
Just the right amount.
Apple celery note happening as well, like
bit
celery,
of like rain on the
celery.
Celery.
Celery stick, celery.
Lovely.
What's the most unusual food note that you've picked up from a tea? Is a question from Jonathan.
Unusual food note that you picked up when you said bolognese that time in
bolognese is
that was a bit like, oh yeah,
sea urchin, bolognese.
I mean that video that your mum was mentioning earlier.
But that's not really a food, is it?
No. Although some people do think of it as a
okay. Stop. We're going down the naughty routes again.
The naughty routes.
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about a very... See, now I have to explain it.
I know, it's true. I'm sorry.
You can't do an in-joke. We've got to make it
yeah, yeah, you're right.
You know.
So the in-joke is about that video where we tasted this really expensive, like,
tea that tasted like spunk.
Lao Banjiang. I
you
can't
go.
say which tea. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
and
a Lao
it tasted exactly.
But that's a non-food note. Oh, what's the favorite non-food note?
Oh, well, there you
Well,
go.
there you go.
That was the one.
Non-food note. Oh gosh, I don't know. People find it weird that I think that there's an aroma for snow, but I think the aroma for snow is very clear.
Yeah,
that
I think there
ionized
is.
air
Yeah,
note.
it's very lovely. I don't know if I brewed it strong enough. I
No,
actually
it's fine.
didn't. You know when you just pour,
It's- It's a cake. It'll take time
Did not think about it.
to open up. It's still dark enough. All right, cheers everybody. Kick back, champ.
I need another cup, I think.
Oh, it's got a. It's
Just going in there with that one.
cedar. I'm getting cedar in this.
Well, there you go.
I'm getting marshmallows and cedar. So I've taken a pencil made out of cedar wood. I've plugged in a marshmallow.
My golly gosh.
You know, wow.
Man, when it hits the spot, you just know.
It's just this rounded nature. It's just rounded.
Marshmallow.
Everything.
Man.
Yeah, it's like the marshmallow just puffed in my mouth.
Oh, that's insane. Again, why I love doing like.
Yeah, because now you can taste it. You were thinking, oh, maybe my taste buds are up, but then
Yeah.
when you taste that, you go, no.
Yeah.
You've suddenly boop, 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 dropped down a bit further. This is beautiful.
And then this one went, here you go.
So
my God.
molasses and treacly, and to the point where it's a little bit licorice as well. You know, that persistent sweetness on the back of the tongue. Gorgeous kickback, kicking back.
There's a bit of like elderflower brightness. to
Yeah,
it. Isn't
It's-
that
I was
nice?
going to say there's even a little bit of berry and
Yeah.
flower note happening.
Yeah. Oh, can you hit that again? 80 degrees.
This kettle.
No.
The problem with this Brewista is it loses temperature so quickly that you're constantly having to bump up the temperature a lot, and therefore it is clearly not energy efficient at all, and it wastes your time.
Wastage.
Oh, sorry, wrong one. How often do you track a tea's aging process? Sporadically, depending. If we haven't released it, then we'll check it sort of every 4 or 5 months.
Yeah,
but
it's
if
good to do that in
But
a
if
way.
it's a tea we've got in our cupboard, I mean, sometimes they can be left for years
Yeah, it's
before
true.
they get tasted. Do you guys ever get to just drink tea without it being part of your job? That is a great question. Do you get tired of drinking tea after tasting so many throughout the day? That is a great question.
Yeah, we do, right? When we've had a full day session, it's like by night time, we're like, no.
Yeah.
That's enough. Water.
It's very often that you hear me say,
Yeah.
the last thing I can drink right now is tea.
Yeah, it's
Right?
true. It's true.
But it is remarkable how much tea I have to drink before I get to
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah.
In terms of the first question, do you guys ever get to drink tea? That is probably the one thing that I find the most frustrating. And that's why I say it's a good question, because I do sometimes sit and think I can't really just enjoy tea because it's always got some connotation with work. It might be that I'm really enjoying a tea and I go, oh, we've got to find another one. It might be
Exactly.
just a small thought that pops
Yeah.
in my head. Or it might be that goes, oh, this tea is not good enough, you know, like, and I sort of make comparisons to my teas. But whatever it is, there's a distraction that happens, that always happens when I'm drinking a tea, is always I'm making some comparison to work, or it's reminding me that I need to do something. And that is the one thing that will make me stop.
Actually, being in the moment of your tea.
Yeah, and therefore it's the one thing that will probably make Mayleaf stop at some point,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. But isn't it
The
just...
one, it's not me getting tired of tea, and it's not me
No.
getting tired of work. It's going to be me finding that if I can't sit and enjoy my tea properly,
Yeah,
It's
it's
not worth it.
frustrating. It's frustrating. But it is part of the passion that you just come up with ideas whilst you're having tea, you know? Yeah, you know?
Dream about something scary.
you're thinking about something scary. What are you thinking about that's scary? Tell us.
Thinking about the same thing.
The bat? Okay. What about if the bat,
The bat is got red up.
oh,
Oh, no!
yeah, she's getting tired now.
Oh,
You're
my
getting tired now.
soul.
The bat's got red eyes.
Yeah.
Oh no, the bat's got red eyes.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to say things, but I'm scared to make it even scarier for you.
No, it doesn't. You just think about the clouds in the sky.
What about, you know Mickey Mouse?
Yeah.
You know those ears that Mickey Mouse has?
Yeah.
What about if you put that Mickey Mouse ears on the bat? Does it become funny then?
No.
What would make it funny, Mashiri?
What about if it was what about if it was really clumsy and it was always falling over the bat and always like falling? It just constantly bumping into trees and falling when it was flying. Would that make it funny? Be a silly bat.
No, that will make it sad.
Make it sad, but sad is still not scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe sad is better than scary. Anyway,
What about he opens his wings and lots of sweeties come out?
yeah, he's got chocolate cake. He's just carrying lots of chocolate cake and he's throwing chocolate cake to all the children in a non-freaky, stalkerish way.
I was kind of imagining just flying past and lots of sweeties falling down.
Do you want to
That's
see?
nice.
Do you like it? Yeah, it's giving you a little shower of sweeties as it flies
And
by.
then you can look outside like,
Yeah.
oh, the bat came
Is that
by.
less scary?
Because there's all the sweets outside.
Are you still scared?
But he's got black wings.
He's got black wings, yeah.
Maybe they're shiny.
Everyone's trying to help you. People are saying maybe he's wearing sunglasses,
Well, but-
or maybe he's playing baseball.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
you know, bats look a little bit like dogs. If you look at a bat, it looks a bit like a dog sometimes. It sniffs like that, like that.
Someone said, what about if he has sunglasses? That's true.
This is
It's
a
way cooler.
banging tea.
What
Isn't
about
this amazing?
poetry?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
holding an
yeah.
umbrella. There you go, a bat holding an
That's
umbrella. That
true.
you did the best one.
That's a
You
good
can't be
one.
scared of a bat holding an umbrella, can you?
That's true.
Especially if
That's a
the
good one.
umbrella has lots of hearts and stars on it, isn't it? A pink umbrella. There you go.
Wow.
I like pink umbrella.
You like pink umbrellas, then we're good to go.
But he's still
Oh,
got
it's
red
so
eyes.
delicious.
He's
These
got
tea is so
red
delicious.
eyes.
I'm picking up the raspberry ripple now, only now, just coming through that
What is
raspberry
this
apple.
girl?
Careful, careful, Ayana. Careful.
Okay, last thing to talk to me about, because I have to talk to these people out there. Look, we got 150 people, and they're watching you talk to me about bat. So tell me, what do you want to tell me?
Oh, I'm just getting tired.
What is the... I'm not getting tired.
Okay, sorry.
Don't
What?
never tell a child she's getting tired. Okay.
What is the most scary bat?
Why do you want me to tell you the most scary bat eyes? If I tell you the most scary bat eyes, then you're going to get scared, aren't you?
No.
But yeah, this is how it works. And then you're going to get scared. And then you're going to say, I'm too scared.
All right, so we're going to go back to tea. And what I want you to do now is what you want to do.
Any other questions out there, everybody?
Parce que après, tu vas aller-
In this sampling, I think it's quite clear from tasting Kickback Champ. It's always good when you taste one of your own teas. You go, nah, it's so far apart. Oh, we should reveal these teas.
What do you mean?
I've
reveal
got
them?
the information about these teas.
Oh, that's good.
So let's find out about these teas. That's I knew that, that there was something. Here we go.
I'm curious.
So number one.
Oh my goodness.
She's what?
Hungry.
Okay, give us some food.
Right, all right.
Right. So number one is a Munghai.
Manghai.
2005. 2005 Munghai. I'll tell you the prices later. Number two is a 2011 Munghai. And number three is a 2009 Munghai. So these two are around the same age. Sorry, these two are around the same age. This one's a bit younger. Surprising. I thought that one tasted older to me. This one here is a 2019. Okay, so it's the 2009 that is currently still kind of in the shortlist. And then this is a 2019 Herkai. So this comes from Herkai. Creamy, creamy, creamy mountain. Surprised it didn't come through in the actual taste. So 2019 Herkai. And this one, the youngster, is indeed a youngster. A 2021 Lao Hu Shan. 2021. So we've got the youngest. These two are younger. That one's the youngest. That one is surprisingly still in with the running, although I think it's kind of out. In terms of price, this one here is the most expensive by far, about 3 times the price out of anything else. I did think it was a good tea. It's still in the running. but the price point of this would be about 40 cents per gram, which is, up there, quite expensive. The others are around the sort of 10s to 25 cents per gram. So there you go. That is the list. So that is a young star.
Oh, really?
Yeah, very young
Good
tea.
to know.
But the kickback champ is head and shoulders. I'm getting raspberry ripples. I'm getting rum raisin ice cream. I'm getting some concrete. I'm getting some cedar. I'm getting some marshmallow.
I'm getting a bit of lemon meringue with like an elderflower topping.
Yeah.
It's quite mad actually.
Leather. It's really, really deep. It's really, really rich.
Yeah.
It will give you so many infusions that are going to change. That's the thing here. It's like these teas are all good teas, but do they have enough complexity of character, enough singularity of character to last through a session that it's going to either keep that character really consistent, like that one lost caramel after one infusion, or have so much complexity that you're going to get so many different aspects revealing themselves throughout the session. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for a rich, deep journey, especially with a PuErh, and that's why these are not.
Gonna make it.
Gonna make it.
Although, I'm tasting that one again. I still want to taste it tomorrow.
That one's not that one.
That is.
No, that one's that one, I think.
Oh, really? Well, definitely these two needs to be
That one has
tasted.
a resinous, oody quality, which I like.
Yeah, it's true.
That one is good. I think this one is definitely the best one. It is also the most expensive one.
Oh.
But
Okay.
good enough? Yeah, maybe. This is the kind of thing that, like.
I mean, next to that is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's this. There's so much work that goes into doing the artwork and everything.
Yeah.
It's like, do we want to put all of that work in for that tea? If I could buy that loose, for example, and it would be a good loose tea to sell. So that's the kind of loose candidate. But in terms of like pressing it and doing all of the work and coming up with the animal and doing everything, I just think it's got to be so special. It's got to have something really,
Yeah.
And I
just about it.
I'm not quite sure.
No.
It's very good.
Do
though.
want more of that one though.
Yeah, I'm brewing up.
It's
all
not
right,
because
last
your
questions.
Mouth, it just like gravitates towards the one that you want.
You know which one you want.
You know what you want.
Last questions out there on as the sun starts to set here in London town.
Wonderful.
Yes, as I said, my brother's in town, which means we're going to go out eating a lot. I definitely, love trying out lots of new places to eat and restaurants. Not as much as I used to. Obviously now, as a family man, I don't go out quite as much. But I find myself a little bit disheartened a lot. Not because the quality of food is not good, but just looking for that new experience, just like tea, that new experience with food. And that means that it either has to be something that is a combination of flavors that I haven't experienced before that work, or just it does something that just the pinnacle of what you want it to do really, really well. And it's just like, just hits you with that classic taste that is just so special. I would love to, I sort of would love to moonlight as a food critic at some point, but I don't want to.
Really good at it.
But I would definitely, I would tell it like it is.
Oof.
But then I'm not quite sure if I want to start.
You never not tell it.
What would
how
be
it is.
a food critic name for me? Come up with a food critic name for me that is anonymous, so that I could set up like a little account
that's cool.
on Google. I could just do some like Google reviews of every single place I hit.
But then people are gonna know, though. No.
Only the tea heads, but not.
You're like, you guys.
I don't want only people who watching this.
Yeah. Okay. Fair
But
dues.
you know what I mean, which is
Yeah.
only 150. That's fine. Like I think that's pretty anonymous.
Yeah. Fair dues.
Think of that could be the competition thing. Think of a name for a food critic, a pseudonym for a food critic.
Very good one.
And the winner that we pick out eventually will get to try all of these teas, these ripe PuErh teas.
Any place you would recommend to go for a bite in London town?
Yeah, let's see. Restaurant recommendations. I love Maltby Street.
Yeah.
40 Maltby Street, I think, is a
lovely.
great
Great
place. Really small dishes, but even though it's that hipster small dish vibe, it's just the cooking is done so well from such a small kitchen, and they knock out really good stuff. I used to really love Black Axe Mangal.
Oh yeah.
Very sort of inventive, creative.
Yeah.
I'm not as into it as I
it's
was,
true. Yeah.
because I think their menu is sort of a bit restricted, but it's still a
It's
great
also because
place.
we missed that one. It's one dish I was just always wanting to go for.
Yeah.
But what about the one in Dalston that I love? What is it? Next to Dusty Knuckle. What?
Acme Fire Cult.
Yeah, that's a great place. They do
Acme
some
Fire Cult is great.
great
We're going to go and
veggie
eat there on
stuff as well.
Saturday, so I'll let you know
Yeah,
if it's
it
still
is
good. But we've eaten there a couple of times. It's really, really good.
Really good. Yeah.
Sessions Art Club is expensive and it's and it's very hyped.
But it blew
it's,
my mind.
It's very good cooking.
Oh, it's so
very,
yummy.
very good cooking.
It's
And
just
inventive
so
enough
yummy.
where they've just put enough change in it
Yeah.
so that it's sort of
Unusual,
intriguing but not
yeah.
going off in
Yeah.
weird directions.
Well, your taste was like,
Beautiful.
what's going on? It's like, no, this is comfort food,
Anyway,
but like really well done.
so those are some for London. For all of those people watching going, but we don't live in London and we don't go near London, we don't know any,
Yeah.
this is all pointless information for us.
Sorry.
There you go. But I would love to do, if you want like food recommendations and food lists and you want, like, we could maybe figure something out because
Yeah.
I take my food serious, man.
Yeah. Especially now, like because everything's so expensive. It's like you want to
Yeah.
choose.
You're going to
what
spend
you're gonna
some money.
Spend that money on.
I do like
Proper.
Quality Chop House still.
Oh yeah.
It's a classic.
I do like Quality
Yeah.
Chop House, true.
Right.
Oh, there's some good names coming out already.
Let us know your favorites if you.
Yes.
If you,
Let's exchange.
we made a durian ice cream on the weekend.
Oh, it's so
and
yummy.
It was so beautiful. Durian gelato. Wow.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because somebody wants me to be called Donrian
Oh.
from durian.
Nice.
I do love a good durian.
Here you go.
Fun fact, which I probably said already, I actually own durian trees. Which I love to tell people.
It's a great thing to say. It's like, who would have thought one day you would own durian
Yeah.
trees
Like,
for a while?
investing in durian. I actually own some durian trees. They're still not fruiting yet,
Yeah, I
but
really-
they will.
really
And when they do,
look forward to
I
that.
am in durian heaven.
Oh my goodness.
Musang King, organic Musang King
Can you
durian
imagine?
trees.
Watch out. Maybe just make
Yeah.
durian
Then
ice
the durians
cream.
are just going to come. We're just going to be like durian scented. Everything's going to be durian scented.
People are going to come in and be like, why does it stink in this tea
Yes,
house?
like, what is that
what is
smell?
this? And just ruin the whole
We're
thing.
thinking of actually doing durian gelatos
Yeah,
for next summer, not
yeah,
this summer.
Not this summer.
Do you if you live in, well, even if you don't live in London, would you go to a tea house and have durian ice cream? What do you think? No, cool. This is not durian in the UK. It's in Malaysia.
Good.
It is in Malaysia. Banging.
If I had that as a summer, I'd be like, yeah, getting that.
That is it. And it's gotten even richer and
Even
even
richer,
deeper and
yeah.
even fruitier and
Yeah.
even more like of the antique woods. It's
Yeah.
just it has really, it's really doing some great things.
Yeah.
Really doing some great things. Love, love, love that tea. Whoever wins this prize will give you a little chunk of kickback as well, just
Yeah.
so you can compare what we
Great
think
idea,
is a
actually.
stellar tea versus an excellent tea.
Yeah.
These are all excellent teas.
Excellent
It's
teas.
not stellar.
Yeah.
It ain't pinnacle, mate.
In our personal opinion, because everyone's got different opinions about teas.
Yeah, of course, but we're right.
Are you looking at
That would be the food critic approach. Like everyone likes lots of different things, and if you like this dish, you're wrong. Choco asks, have I ever thought about insuring my tongue? Not until this very moment. I genuinely haven't. That's an interesting concept.
Oh my goodness.
No, if I lose my sense of taste, then I do something else with my life. I don't.
Can you get good durian anywhere in the UK?
Yes, you can.
But there are times when I have gotten a durian and I've been too excited by it and it was still not ripe enough and
Yeah.
we opened it and it was a nightmare
Yeah.
to open. So
Yeah.
don't do that. Wait for it to go a bit
Yeah.
brown.
There are some Asian supermarkets that stock durian. Not that many, and the
Not
season
that
is
many.
very short, as we
Yeah.
know. It's like a month and a half. So that's why if you follow us on Instagram, you'll see there's loads and loads of like pictures of durians. Like at some point,
Right around this time. That's all you see on our Instagram.
Yeah. So Musang King is the the durian that I've got in terms of trees. but I'm really interested in trying blackthorn.
I mean, that I want to try it
I
because
need
it
to try
sounds like
blackthorn.
the raw PuErh like intensity
Yeah, it's a
in the durian.
Yeah, it's a Musang King. I always sort of is for me like the greatest durian variety, but
it's intense.
blackthorn.
Dude. But it's intense. It's like zingy on the tongue. It's like Lao Ban Jang style.
I know, it's hardcore. I love it.
Hardcore.
Never had durian? Well, you got to try it. Jonathan says, I work for a big coffee company in the UK and our coffee master's tongue is insured for 30 million. Wowzers. Yeah, well, big coffee companies, I guess. Yeah, makes sense.
Wow.
So what's the reason for pressing the cake now? Is it for the possible future aging? Because from what I understand, these teas went through most of their aging already. They haven't gone through aging, they've gone through fermentation, and then they've been aged for a couple of years. Pressing it will change it because it'll add moisture to it. It will change it. It will add a bit of sort of acceleration of fermentation again, or some change. But also the low oxygen environment of the cake will change it. So it will continue to transform over time, just not in the same way as a raw tea. Durian pairs extremely well with raw PuErh.
Yeah.
It's an amazing combination. It's another
love it.
reason why I absolutely love durian. Durian and raw PuErh is such a great combo.
With oolong, I don't think maybe we've tried it, but
Tried it.
I think PuErh was the better. Yeah.
Dane says, will you please stock 100ml porcelain teapot?
100 mil. Wow, that's quite
Teapot
small.
with Celine's designs on. Yeah, I think that's a great shout, and we will be looking out for them. It's unbelievable how hard it is to find good, small gong fu teapots made out of porcelain.
Do you think
You'd have thought that would just be the basics, right?
Yeah.
But they don't pour well.
No.
They get clogged.
They're a bit annoying.
They're a bit annoying. So that's the reason why we don't have porcelain teapots. It's not for lack of trying.
Mommy,
Yeah?
I need some help. I can't find the space of this.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Any other questions before we go? We're approaching the hour and a half mark of our session. And so yes, another Wednesday session. We'll hopefully be back next Wednesday. I can't guarantee we're going to do them every week. As you can see, you've got family life and other things happening. But we'll try to do them every Wednesday if we can, or as often as we can. And Thursdays we are going to be taking pictures and showing some products that are available on special. So check them out if you're not following us on Instagram. Do you ever take a bath in tea juice of teas you didn't like? No, never happened.
You know what?
And if I was going to bathe in tea, I'd be one that I did like. Though.
Oh, I want to do that.
Okay, I've got a question out there just to finish this off. What are the, we're thinking about these YouTube videos that are sort of a bit clickbaity, a bit like, oh my God, he did that?
Yeah.
Like bathing in tea, right?
Yeah.
But are there any ones that are actually cool, or are they just all a bit trite? Like, if you think, is there anything that you would like to see that's a little bit out there, but is still kind of, it might be funny, it might be a bit mad, it might be something that gets attention, but is actually something that is worth watching rather than just for sort of a sensationalist value, just sensationalist value?
Good question, but I still want to do that whole bath thing. I sent him, it's like, my skin's not being as good as I want it to be recently. I should definitely do that.
Go for it. Do a little beauty regime with teas. The beauty regime with teas, Celine sessions.
It's just gonna be me like
You
going,
just go,
okay, done. Just
oh,
like,
I smell great.
Just gonna put some tea in here. Swimming costume on, boom, in there, done.
Yeah.
In cold, maybe cold or
Ice
hot?
bath.
Yeah.
Do a cold brewed ice bath.
Or maybe like make hot water, like brew it, and then add the ice in it, and have like an ice bath. Oh, that would be a really good one.
I'll film it.
Oh.
How many grams of a specific tea do you usually get your scouts to taste? It's
so
not
fun.
really. They just taste a lot of tea. It's not about specific grams. But then they send us. I get annoyed when they don't send us enough. I get
so
really
annoyed,
annoyed.
like,
It's like,
what is the point?
You don't
I
give me
can't
just
do
2
this.
sessions of a tea. You're going to give me at least 5 sessions,
Yeah.
probably more. Normally we get at least 200 grams of each tea or 100 grams of each tea. But it's up to them how much they taste. But yes. Oh, do we get from our scouts? So that's what you're asking. So yeah, at least a big baggie. I would say at least 100 to 150 grams. Sometimes we only get like 20 grams, and that winds me up. Proper. It really winds me up. Okay, so let's see. Trying tea from all of the restaurants at the world. That's an expensive YouTube endeavor, but I would like to do it. Will it tea? That's what's basically putting anything in boiling water to see if it'll tea.
What? Putting anything in boiling water?
Yeah, will it tea? Trying the excrement tea, the tea that's been shat out of an animal, probably, or something.
Oh,
yeah.
No. No, thank you.
Is such a thing as tea perfume doable? That's an interesting little series. It'd be kind of fun to do. Can you extract the true aroma of a tea properly? Go and speak to some perfumers. Yeah,
that's interesting.
Like that one.
Like that. Yeah.
Flagging that, even though I can't flag, so I'll have to just remember.
Don't ask me to remember. I'm not good at that.
Matt is saying, can you hold products for any length of time? Can you hold products for any length of time? It can be quite pricey picking up Thursday specials. Not quite sure what you mean by that. If you mean, can you reserve it and hold it for an extended period of time before you actually pay for it? I don't mind, doing some reservations for a few weeks. But if it's like we're holding on to products for like 3 months, then I think it's a bit of a stretch, especially if we're doing lots. So we'll just have lots being held, which would be.
Warehouse would like. What
Warehouse
was
would
that
kill me.
one for again?
Any black teas coming too? Yes, we have ordered a Benifuki Black this year. I don't know when it's coming. Favorite videos are tea trips. Yes, I know. We love them as well, but it's kind of difficult. We will get back to it.
Yeah, we'll get back to it.
This man drank 50 teas in one day. Well, I do that regularly, so that one's not that difficult.
That's not
that
unusual.
But yes, it could be. We always think it would be good if there was a bit of just a camera on the wall at some point. Will it teabag? Interesting concept. Oh, some nice little concepts here. Yeah, tea essential oils, blind tasting scented tea bags. Do you really want to see me doing that and guessing the flavor? That's true. Yeah, that's true. What are the odds we ever get a Mayleaf brand kombucha? I would say unlikely. I think it's a very particular field, and if we were going to do it, we'd have to do it so small batch with our teas that it wouldn't sort of ever be profitable. I would say. No,
it wouldn't.
So it's sort of a difficult thing to do.
It's a whole thing, isn't it?
We did actually do kombucha in our tea house, sort of small batch in our tea house in collaboration with Jar Kombucha, but that was, a small little limited pop-up kind of event. Jonathan says coffee versus tea comparisons. Yeah, we actually have filmed a video of that, but it sort of got stalled by COVID, and I'd like to get back to it. Yeah, pooped out by a cat. So that's the coffee. That's the civet coffee. I don't know if there's one for tea. Tea ice cream. We've done a video on tea ice cream already, so go check it out. Amazing Empress Oolong and port.
We need to do that again.
Unbelievable. Maybe we should do a durian and raw PuErh ripple ice cream.
100%.
That's happening. That is happening. Anyway, over an hour and a half has gone by, and we're feeling nicely flushed with our ripe PuErh session.
That was good.
Thank you to the 150 people or so who joined us live. Appreciate it.
Yes,
I know that these are not like marketed or planned too much, so I appreciate you just dropping in and saying hi. And if you're watching on replay, then try to join us on Wednesdays around this time, around 7:30 p.m. UK time, depending on the little one over there, and you can join us live with your chance to win a little prize. So you can, if you could just after this finishes, everybody on the chat who's put the answers to their suggestions of a food critic name, put it in the comments so we don't have to read the live chat. Just put them in the comments. That way we can just look at the comments rather than the live chat to pick our winner. Thank you so much, everybody out there.
Thank you for your patience and your time.
Aya, do you want to come and say bye to everybody?
Enjoyment of tea.
Do you want to come and say bye to everybody?
And your good vibes.
I'm then going to do my face.
Okay, come and say bye, then you can do your thing. So I will say
I'm
the last
thinking.
word.
Maybe sleep time.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
What are you going to do now? Are you going to go to bed?
No,
No.
I'm going to do my favorite.
I think she's definitely, the work thing is like, yeah, she must be like, that's what you do. You work all the time.
Yes,
and therefore
I've got my
I'm
work
gonna
to do.
work
I've
all
got to
the-
practice drawing. I've got to
Can't
do
sleep
things.
now. Can't sleep now. Anyway,
Anyway, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us. We will bid you farewell. Au revoir, etc., etc. And yeah, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day,
Yeah.
evening, whatever. And I will see you on Saturday for the video, which I
Cool.
still don't know what it will be.
I was gonna say,
No idea. Anyway, see you on Saturday and then next Wednesday if we can. Take care, everybody.